You are now listening to Orion Anthony Mix.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Thank You Five Podcast, the first podcast of the new month, last month of the year. Woo! Woo! And what a year it has been. Today I'm joined by, man, what can I say about my guest today? Like, one of my best friends in the whole world. I'm joined today by Erin. Hi, Erin.
I'm a crier. Stop.
Crowd for that though. I was joking. I mean, yeah, Erin is one of my best friends, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all get the gist. Erin, thanks again for being on the podcast. So excited to finally have you here. As you can tell by our attire, her a little more festive than I. For the time being, I just gotta get my stuff all situated. But today, along with the rest of the podcast for the month, we talking everything Christmas.
Christmas.
We talking Christmas movies. We talking Christmas songs. We talking Christmas food. We talking Christmas traditions. We talking about Santa Claus and whether or not we believe or don't believe. We talking about baby Jesus in the manger. We talking about all of that. But today, we're talking about Christmas music today. Today we are giving our top five Christmas songs of all time. Now, real quick before we get into this list, Aaron, is Christmas your favorite holiday?
It's a great question, Ryan. Is Christmas my favorite?
Christmas personally is my favorite holiday. Like, if I'm being honest, once the Friday after Thanksgiving hits, it's Christmas for me. If I'm being honest, November 1st
Yeah.
starts Christmas for me. I'm not a huge fan of Thanksgiving, not because of the racial implications, but just in general. I'm not the biggest fan of it. There's not a lot that goes into Thanksgiving. I am all here for the Christmas commercialism. I don't care that it is commercialized. I love it. I would love all of the commercialism that goes into Christmas.
It's like a different time of like I guess once you're right, as soon as like November the first hits, it's just like it feels different. Like it's just like it's coming. Like, okay, Thanksgiving, I can eat food all the time. But like the fact that Christmas is like right behind that, I'm just like, ew. Like I just heard like mad Christmas commercials like all today. And I was like, yep, that's the energy we need. I'm for it. I'm excited.
Yes. And now let me ask this: what is it about Christmas that you love so much? Like, what's
Yeah.
the most important thing to Christmas for you?
I almost spoke too soon. Well, I think it's the decorations. It's the lights. I love ever since I was a little kid, I would love looking at the lights arrangements, like especially like usually in the cities, but back in New York, like literally everything had lights on it. So just like as a kid, it would catch my eye all the time. So
Does New York have a place like a festival of lights that y'all can go see and stuff?
well, it's usually like the Christmas tree lighting in Rockefeller Center,
Okay.
usually. So like that's usually what everyone goes to, just like, okay, bet you gonna go see get the tree get lit up. I know I am. But it's also very brick.
Where like the big tree just sits in like the middle of the. Okay.
Yeah, but they do that. They do like mad fast. They usually I think they do within like a couple hours. Like they really have people doing that. So now I don't know how that's gonna work this year because of everything. But
My guess is probably they would, they might just virtually show it, but I think they might still do it. Um,
I would hope that people choose not to.
I'd say it's possible. Granted, this pandemic has showed us that people really don't care. They're gonna go out regardless. So, they're gonna see it. We
Yeah.
hope they would see it. One of the things that we have out here in PG County, out in Watkins Park, we have like this festival of lights. It's a drive-through festival. Um, and it's just, yeah, just different lighting arrangements. Some of the lights move, some of them don't.
Mm.
What makes me laugh about it is I've gone since like high school, right? Probably like my senior years when I started going. it's literally the same lights every year, and I'm just as happy every single year. I don't care that it's the same lights every year. I'm happy to go every single year. It's because Christmas is very nostalgic to me,
Hmm.
and I don't do a lot of things purely for nostalgia. Christmas I do purely for the nostalgia. Uh, and not to get like super heavy, but this will be the first Christmas without my grandma. But yeah, Christmas was always like everyone would be at my grandparents' house. Normally, when it came to Thanksgiving, it would kind of just be the family at my grandparents' house. Christmas, this is like everyone, church family too, would be at my grandparents' house because my grandmother would bake twice as much as she did on Thanksgiving. Granted, that probably is not an option anyway because of the pandemic, whether she was here or not. But
Right.
still, it's I can't not still enjoy Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The last thing she would want me to do is be sad on Christmas because she's not here. Like,
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. It's gonna be
favorite
good.
Christmas tradition if you have one.
Um, it's usually just doing the tree, but like I want to start a new one, and I definitely want to do caroling, but because of COVID, can't do it. But we usually do caroling, and it's actually hilarious.
Carol?
Yes, literally, like we started going out like and started singing because at first we thought, like, do we knock on the door? We're like, no, you gotta just start singing, and they're supposed to open up the door.
Who's we?
Oh, my mom, T, T Tiana, um, just the Lofties family, like whoever wants to come. It was supposed to be like a whole bunch of people. Like we print out the lyrics and everything. We're just like here, here. Had cider, like it was really supposed to be festive, but can't do that now unless we do it virtually. But that's kind of
But is that not to say that like if you wear your mask and as long as they don't come out to interact with you, that's still
that is true. So maybe
it still seems like a possibility. You know what I'm saying?
that is, and everyone would just whoever's singing
Yeah.
6 feet apart.
Yeah. If y'all sing, make sure your distance, make sure that you're away from the house, like far enough away from the house that you're still abiding by socially distance laws and you just, sing with the mask on.
For it. So would you come Christmas caroling? I'll take that as a no.
I've never gone Christmas caroling. Christmas caroling, I always thought that was just in the movies. You're actually the first person I've seen say, "Oh yeah, I carol every year."
It's yeah, it's pretty fun. We just started not too long ago, so it was just like okay, like it was a year before last or whatever. So it was just like okay. So, but I personally want to make that a tradition. Like even you're right, even with this year, if anything, there's a lot to sing about, give God the praise about. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna try to rally up some people. If you're watching this right now and you want to sing, hit a sister up. We gonna get it on.
We can talk about the details of me singing outside of this.
Okay. For it though, you the baritone.
And honestly, I don't know. I don't know music enough, or at least vocal music enough, to be able to say that I sit in like a tenor or baritone, whatever those things are. I would have to have a teacher listen to me sing, and then tell me, and I could just be like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm this because I was told that was this."
I feel like you're a tenor. I don't think you're a bass because I've listened to you.
Definitely not. I'm definitely not a bass. I know that for sure.
You're definitely like a
My
tenor.
voice only sounds this deep right now because it's late. The other day, this James probably about like maybe 2 pitches higher.
Yeah,
So
you're very right now. Just a little tad.
yeah. I already said what my tradition was. The tradition for us was just going to my grandparents' house, um, and kind of like how I did this year. For Thanksgiving, I'll still make a few of her desserts for select fews. Um, some will have to ask me because if they don't, I won't know. Others, I already know what the vibe is, so I'm gonna have this stuff ready for them. Uh, and I also learned this year why she never charged as much either. Like why she just did it. Well, she didn't charge at all, really. If people wanted to give her money for it, that's fine. but
Right.
she never like advertised it like, oh, I'm selling these desserts.
Why is that though?
Seeing their reactions. Well, one, that was her. She's retired now, so it's not like she needs the money.
Right, of course.
Well, she was retired at the time, so it's not like she needed the money. But it wasn't about the money. Like seeing their reactions, like nowadays, when I hand them these cakes, is priceless.
Mm.
Like you gotta understand her, just her pound cake alone, and I'm not like exaggerating when I say that her pound cake is nationally known because of who my grandparents are in the church realm and all of these different preachers and elders and evangelists and bishops that they know that travel across the country. A lot of these bishops have had her pound cake at least once in their lifetimes and they've gone back to their homes either with some or they was telling people about it. Like people know about it, and she would just do it. Like she would just make them just because like she had nothing else to do. And yeah, again, seeing their reactions just makes it all worth it. It's just like, yo, it's as if they're receiving like presents on Christmas morning. Like
Mm.
face just lights up, and I'm just like, wow. To give, I still get to give I still get to give them the love that she would put into all of those cakes to them. And thankfully, I haven't made a bad one yet. Thankfully.
Man, period.
So with that, we're gonna get right into these lists right after this. Hey guys, real quick, let me ask you a question. Are you excited for Christmas this year? Personally, I'm ecstatic for Christmas this year. I can't wait to watch my Christmas movies. I can't wait to sing my Christmas songs. I can't wait to wear my Christmas sweater, see the Festival of Lights, and most importantly, I can't wait to spend time with my family and get that special someone, that special something to show them how much they really mean to me this year. And honestly, with how things have gone this year, I can't think of anything else better to get somebody than an F 2020 t shirt or another piece of merchandise that's by F 2020. Now, before you say, we don't want cursing or any type of profanity on our merch, I understand. I understand. But this is F 2020. EFF 2020. Yes, F 2020 t shirts by Camille Lauren Doll's House are available now for a limited time, part of Camille Lauren's online boutique, which will include merchandise from creative projects, consignment items, and affirmations she lives by. Online store is coming soon. Contact her via DM on Instagram for more information. So head over to at Camille underscore Lauren's Instagram and DM her if you're interested in getting a piece of F 2020 merch. That's at Camille underscore Lauren on Instagram. And tell her that I sent you. So maybe she'll like, maybe I can be like a brand ambassador, and then you know what I'm saying, I can get some free merch and I can promote it more, and then I can start giving y'all like codes and stuff. You know, it could work. It could be a system. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're basically going to go song for song until we get to number one. Aaron, I will let you go first with your number five top Christmas song.
My number five. Um. Oh, you would have let me go first. Why would you let me go first?
Because you're the guest. You had time to prep. Like we talked about this before. Like
We have, and I'm literally like looking at my notes, like.
the are you looking at the list like, I actually don't want that as my number five?
Dude, because it's just like, yo, like, wow, Christmas. Like, okay, all right. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to make sure. I thought I put 6. I was like, Aaron, you geeking? Okay, so my fifth one is gonna be "Let It Snow" by
By who? By who?
Boys to Men and Brian McKnight.
Oh my god.
I literally, as we were getting ready, I heard it playing downstairs, and I lost it. I was like, oh my god, it's Christmas. Ugh.
I think you were the one that like, I think I watched it and you saw me watch. That jump was
You're cringing.
that thing was so corny.
It was the 90s.
It was so corny. Corny. Like, I'm gonna tell you why it was so corny. I'm gonna tell these people why it was so corny. I have no issue with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear it, obviously I sing along, I vibe with it. It was
Mm.
a music video. The music video was just super duper duper corny. One, how many people are in Boys to Men?
There was four. There was four then.
Four of them, so five including Brian McKnight.
Right.
You got five brothers, right? Each
Mm.
brother in their respective had their own respective lady, right? You ain't gonna see black people just chilling in the snow with just a turtleneck, right? And a gold chain. Like,
Okay.
I know about us coloreds, we don't rock with snow. We don't rock, most of us don't rock with the cold. So the minute it gets cold, it's blankets upon hoodies, upon bubble coats, upon scarves, upon gloves. They are bundled. That's number one. Number two, in a cabin in the woods.
They were. They really were in a cabin of woods. I was like, wait a minute. We in the snow?
Just out there just playing and singing. Like, I think one day they was playing chess or something or doing something weird. It was just like, okay, I get that there are black people that do this, but not y'all. Like, not you five.
Were trying to simp for the 90s, like simping. Like I really feel like that was what they were doing. Like
Maybe.
I feel like that's
All I know is that thing was that video is some type of hilarious. And I'm one of those people, and I hate to say this, I laugh. I find the funniest moments in things that aren't supposed to be funny. Like, some of the most serious moments are hilarious to me. I don't know if that means I have a dark sense of humor or if I can just see the joke and everything. All I know is that something like that, it's essentially, it seems like a love song, right? It's really funny to me. I can't help but I can't help but say that it's hilarious. It's
I can't. Okay, what's your number five?
my number five. I'm going to pay homage to the OG, Mr. Nat King Cole, and say that his Christmas rendition of a Christmas song is my number five. It just kind of seems like the standard for that's like top five Black Christmas songs, in my opinion.
Okay.
No order, but just to name a few, I think Silent Night by the Temptations is on there. Let Us Know by Boys to Men. Yeah, Nat King Cole. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the Jackson Five,
Yeah.
and if I had to throw a fifth one in there, This Christmas, I think is probably like a
Yeah.
yeah, for Black people. I think that's like top five Christmas songs for us. But yeah, that one is just kind of a Christmas standard. Um, Nat just has just a very nice timbre to his voice. It's like the Black Sinatra, in my opinion.
Nice. Nicely put. I agree.
So, yeah. And the minute you hear it, just chestnuts, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Because then you're good. Like, you can just
It's
ah,
so warm. It feels so nice.
yeah.
I'm here for it.
All
That's
right. You're number four.
now I put the Christmas song. Now, as far as the artist can vary. I just like the Christmas song. I feel like that should be number four. As far as the artist, there's a couple people that have sung it that I'm just like, okay. Mary J. Blige sung it. Actually, she did it live, and I was like, go off, auntie. She did a really good job. But if I had to choose one artist, the Christmas song, um, Frank Sinatra.
Mm.
Frank Sinatra, the Christmas song. Him just all majority of the Christmas songs, him singing it just mwah. But like
I think my favorite Frank Sinatra Christmas song
Hmm.
I think he sung "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
I think he did.
Let me check, because that's the case. Then that's not to say that's on my list, but that's one of them. Yes, "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
That would make it in my top 10. I'm not even gonna hold you. It wouldn't be my top 5, but it'd make it in my top 10. I'll be home for Christmas. Period. That song.
Right.
That's a great song.
That's
What's
fair.
number 4?
That's really fair.
Cuatro.
My number 4, "Feliz Navidad."
Okay.
That's one of the songs that gets me hype. Like, that's the first song that I play when like the semester ends, and I can fully focus. Like Feliz Navidad, because it's upbeat. Feliz Navidad is what I would play during the daytime in Christmas. So whether it's snowing or no snow, if the sun's out, I'm playing Feliz Navidad.
Great.
I can't play Feliz Navidad while it's dark out. Feliz Navidad is something that I drive on a road trip. Like, I'd play it on a road trip if I was like visiting someone for Christmas, or if I was going Christmas shopping. Right, I'm playing Feliz Navidad. It's a happy song.
Right. Going down the aisles, just like
Like you're driving, just, just people, everybody's looking, just like, what?
like you really chipper. Like that's, that's definitely will put you in a Christmas mood. A very happy song. That's a good song. We are at number 3. Right.
Yes, number 3.
Number 3. Okay.
This is where things start getting kind of tricky.
Yes. Um. Yeah, because then you start to like this is top 3.
Right.
So it's just like
You can listen to these anytime during Christmas. That is.
nah, you was right the first time. I'm not gonna hold you. I can listen to the top 3 probably any time of the year, and I would feel like okay with it.
My number one, I can. My number one, I can. The rest, if it's not, if at least if it's not after Halloween.
Yeah, I can do with my top 2. Probably not. Nah, my top. I think my top 3. I think everything. So my third is "Merry Christmas, Darling," and it is by oh my god, this is the Carpenters, I believe, like the OG original "Merry Christmas, Darling," and that song, and it that because of that song, it really makes me sit there like, is it number 2 or is it number 3? Because it's not number 1,
Right.
but it's definitely in the top 3. But it just is as someone who sings, who just loves music, a musician and everything. The harmonies in that song just to me just goes crazy. Like the ending, Mary, come on, like it just goes. So I feel like if no one has ever listened to the look, you go listen to the song, okay, listen to it, and then come talk to me. And I promise you, it's the ending. The harmonies just goes, and it just certain harmonies in Christmas songs. It just makes it feel more like Christmas to me personally, and that's the song that does it to me. I'm just like, I get emotional every time. But that's definitely 3-ish, 2-ish, but 3. We're just gonna say 3 for now. Yeah. What's your number 3?
And this is where things start getting kind of, like I said, things kind of get kind of sketchy for me. So there's a tie that I have for my number 3,
Okay.
and this one is fairly new to the list. It's "I Want You to Be Home for Christmas" by Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
I just found out about it this come around for Christmas.
Nice.
And
I haven't even.
I believe the premise of it is either he's away from his family, or I think he's away or at least he's away from his lady, and
Mm.
basically just saying like, I miss being able to be with you on Christmas, but when I get there, oh, when I get there. I think that's essentially the premise of it. It's kind of just like a "I miss you" letter. You know?
Nice.
Um, I started liking Marvin Gaye probably like a couple years ago, and I won't lie. It was because of a movie. Like,
Mhm.
so I was watching Captain America, right?
Oh, I already know what you're talking about.
Captain America, Winter Soldier,
Yes.
and Anthony Mackie, who plays Falcon, was talking to Chris Evans, who plays Captain America, and he was just like, "Yo, Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man record kind of much. Or I think it was either the album or the record. Kind of explains everything that he missed from the '40s up until now."
Exactly.
Okay, I'll add that to the list. At the end of the movie, they played Trouble Man from the album. I was like, okay, let me actually listen to the whole song, and I just loved it. Like, it made me feel like it makes me feel like I'm in a noir, like a film noir.
Mm,
And if I had the rights to it, I would make something to that, like
nice.
the non-verbal short film or whatever.
That'd be dope.
So just started listening to some more Marvin Gaye songs, and then in searching for Christmas songs this year because now that I have Apple Music, I wanted an actual Christmas just playlist, something I could just loop
Right.
constantly. So when I found that, great time.
Great time.
And it just makes me it's like I'm excited to feel this way towards somebody, whomever she may be.
I'm for it. For it.
Because that's when Youngest like wrote like love songs. Like Youngest wrote
Yes.
songs. Like
Not no.
I hear um I hear some nowadays, like some guys get it,
Yeah.
vast majority don't. But you know,
But
you can only hope.
yeah, yeah, and that's why I think I like the classics. And people be looking at my playlist like, "Oh, you're old head." I'm like, bro, because the music back then, it's a story. There's reason behind the song. Yeah, you can go ahead and there's a whole bunch of different stuff. Like today, like it's not bad, but what's making you feel this way? Like on the track, like what is this for? Like
Right.
tell me the story behind this track. And oh, back then they'll tell you in one note almost. Let somebody belch a note out. And you'd be like, nah, I'd be like,
Now, since we're on the topic of like belching out notes, tell us, you know, from a woman's perspective,
mm,
and you may feel differently about this, but what is it about a man who can sing in a falsetto voice that attracts women?
it's something like I think it's because of the range. Like the fact that you can do that and a lot can't is just like you different. It's just like, ooh, you different. This that because for a guy to be able to sing in a falsetto, the head singing their head tone, like all that, that's amazing. I salute anyone that can do that. Any man that can actually do that. I like the baritones though. I like the. It's nice to have the range to see how far you can go up, but
You prefer on the low end.
you'll never find like you feel me like that's like Blue from the Temptations, like you know what I mean. So I'm for the baritones. I'm rooting for them, okay? But hey, if you could
Lou Rock,
hit them high notes,
that's your vibe. I mean,
that's
I understand.
word.
I can't even like imagine trying to hit that.
Like the fourth member of Boys to Men, baby. That
Like if I wanted to sing that low, I'd have to go up an octave. Like that's how deep it is. I have to sing the higher octave to match that.
yeah. It's all good though. I respect anyone. I respect the range because it's hard. It's hard, but yeah, I think that's what women are like. Yeah, the fact that they can is just different. So it's like okay, a little different on this.
Fix my-
It is just making sure.
Okay, so we're at number 2 now, right?
Ooh, yes. Well, didn't you say there was something you said a tie?
I did. The second one for my number 3 was "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch."
Okay, for 3. Okay.
Yes. Um. Now this is like when I started like understanding lyrics. The stuff he was saying about that young was kind of OC. I'm just like, dang, bro, like you're going in on my man's right now. Like if I'm gonna just pull up some of the lyrics. It was like I think it was like the 5th verse.
Mm.
You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato, splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch.
My gosh.
An appalling dump heap overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable, mangled up and tangled up knots. Like, one, that's a lot to say because Dr. Seuss wrote everything in rhyme. So it's just like, yo, that's
Mm,
like
that was so mean. Like that was really so mean. Like it was not needed. Like oh
the verses progressively got more and more harsh.
my.
But like on that deep voice that you were talking about, like he's just
Yeah.
like you just see all that came from all
From yes, the diaphragm. Like yes. That is a good song though. I cannot yeah, they really that was a read. Read Mr. Grinch for Phil.
yeah.
He ended up being cool though. So
Shout out to Jim Carrey for
yes. A1 on that roll. A1.
your number 2.
Number 2 is Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. I feel like Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. I feel like that I personally feel like that should be on at least everyone's top 10.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas something different? Or am I thinking of the same thing?
It's definitely the same thing. I don't know how I missed the little.
Oh, okay.
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
It's little. Okay.
Yeah, because I definitely missed the whole little. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is definitely my top 3. The rendition that I like the most is Sam Smith. Sam Smith, to me, his voice is like, but he did that song like it was like butter, like or like the hot chocolate you drink in front of that fire that's going, and it's someone outside.
I'm drinking coffee in front of a fire. I love coffee.
I mean, I love coffee too. Duncan knows me, like, but
Commercial coffee drinkers. Like what? Anyone can go to a Starbucks. Anyone can go to a 7-Eleven or a Wawa or a Royal Farms or a Dunkin'. Anyone can go there. Okay. I need like cafe coffee, coffee house coffee, Java house coffee. Okay. Imported coffee. Like
now is it the coffee? Is it because of the actual coffee, or is it because of the coffee and the experience?
more so the experience. But I do love the coffee itself too.
Okay.
Coffee itself does taste good. I wouldn't go if it didn't taste good.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like let's just say if a cafe didn't have the experience of a cafe, would you then go to like Dunkin' or Starbucks? Or I think Starbucks coffee is trash.
Absolutely. But my go-to is going to be hole in the wall before I go to chain. That's kind of like how I am with everything, right? Like if I'm out, I'm gonna look for like an independent pizza restaurant before I go to a Domino's or a Lido's.
Okay.
So that's kind of like how I am with everything. Um, yeah, I'm drinking coffee in front of a fire. I can listen to that song and coffee in front of the fire.
Hey, I'm not mad at you. I have now. What type of coffee do you drink? Like, is it dark? Is it like
So I like strong coffee. Um, and normally I just use cream now. So I would
like
do cream and sugar.
yeah?
Cream.
Okay,
Preferably French or vanilla.
nice.
I'm not a fan of hazelnut. I don't like caramel anything, to be honest.
Mm,
I've never been into caramel. So
okay, so
French vanilla is my stand. Is where I stay.
French vanilla hard coffee, noted. Um, but yeah, that's definitely.
Buy me French vanilla hard coffee for Christmas.
I'll make sure that it's caramel. It's like I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
That'd be terrible. So you would give it back to me and then I would drink it. That's so people really do that, and I think that's beyond. That's so beyond me. I think that's crazy. But yeah,
I told
have
you this was on the way, right? About that. About that.
you know what? Look. But yeah, have yourself a merry little Christmas in front of a nice fireplace with some either coffee or hot chocolate. But yes, that's definitely number two. That's a solid number two. Now that I think about it, solid. What's yours?
Please Be Home for Christmas by Aaron Neville. That song is just hilarious to me. Like that song is just really funny. Aaron Neville just has the countryest soulful black voice I've ever heard in my life. No one does runs like Aaron Neville. I don't even know if they're considered runs. No one does riffs like Aaron Neville.
yeah,
It's like I'm pretty sure he's yodeled on some of his songs.
exactly.
I've never
Yes,
heard him do it. I haven't found the song that he does it, but I'm pretty sure he's done it.
I would love to hear him yodel. I would actually enjoy it.
That would be the funniest thing ever if I heard him yodel. This is like, bro, you could have chosen any other genre. Funk. You could have chose R&B. You still could have done soul, but this young smooth country. Like,
Country.
yes, he could possibly be. I'm here for it. I understand.
I'm here for it too. I actually do enjoy country music.
I do too. Country music, country youngins get that bag. I'm like country musicians are the highest paid musicians, I believe, of any genre.
Yeah.
Like youngins love the country music.
I think they have stories behind their music, so I think that's why I enjoy it. Definitely storytelling.
Yeah. So Aaron Neville, again, I just love hearing him sing. I can always listen to him if I'm feeling sad and he's going to make me smile. I get surprised by his runs every single time, even though I know his songs backwards. Please Be Home for Christmas is my number two. So, our number one Christmas song, our number one Christmas song is coming up right after this. Good people, content creators, watchers of YouTube, black people. Can I be honest with you for a second? Can I level with you? Can I speak my truth? Can I be transparent in this day and age? I need help. Okay? I want to come right out off the gate and say it. I need help. Now, the last time I checked, I am a brown skinned brother, or how people might call me, black. And part of being a brown skinned brother or black is supporting other blacks. Now, here's how you can help me. And in return, I can definitely help you. If you have any type of product or business or even content that you put out that you want people to know about, I want to promote and advertise your stuff for free. Let me repeat that. Let me get a little bit closer to the mic just to make sure you understand what I'm saying. I want to promote you. I want to advertise your stuff. I want to share your things with the people. I want to tell people about your stuff for free. I don't want money for promotion. I don't want discounts for your clothes. I don't want I thought I had something there. But the only thing I ask is that you promote me, if that you share my content. That's it. I don't have clothes. I don't have merchandise, right? I have a YouTube channel. I have an Instagram. That's where my content goes. A like, a comment, and a share to the story and a save goes a long way in getting the word out about my stuff. I have the podcast. I'm about to start posting monologues. I am an actor, posting skits or whatever. But if people don't see it, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing this to reach the people. But I need you all's help to help me reach the people. And in return, I want to help people reach your stuff. If you do makeup, I want to promote it. I'm not going to wear it, but you know what I'm saying? I talk about it. If you sell hair care products, you know what I'm saying? I want to promote it. If I get the money, I'm going to buy some. If you got skincare products, the same thing. I'm going to buy it if I got the money. But I want to promote it at least for free. If you got clothes, I take a screenshot of what you be wearing, put it in the podcast, put it on my page or whatever, and the people will see it. If you create content, posting clips of your videos or whatever, giving you the credit, I want to promote y'all. I want to share y'all stuff, and I only ask, I only beg, please, that you just share my stuff. That's all. Like, yo, we're about to go into a new year. We've suffered for 12 months. The last thing we need is people not trying to support people that are struggling just like us or going fighting the same battles as we are. So, I ask from the bottom of my heart, make a round brown boy proud and just support his stuff, support his content, and he'll support yours. I promise I'll support yours. Please. Now back to the podcast. So, your number one Christmas song, the song above all Christmas songs, the songs that you can play for you year round.
Christmas time. Hold up. Christmas time. It's like, no, Christmas time is here. That,
Charlie Brown?
yes. And wow, really Charlie Brown. I think Charlie Brown is like that. Then right after Charlie, yeah, no, I think Charlie Brown is like the icing on the cake. Like
Yes.
anyone can say it. I must love it still, but I actually almost break down in tears just how it's just that beautiful. It's like imagine the scenery, the snow on the ground, not even presents, just family, just the whole essence of Christmas to me is wrapped up in that song, and that's why it's the number one for me. Charlie Brown, period. Christmas time is here. There's no argument for me.
Those kids sang their little hearts out. Christmas time is here.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to listen to
Raw
it.
is great, period. Vince Guaraldi, he's the guy who arranged all that stuff and composed a lot of that stuff too for really every Charlie Brown special.
Fire.
Yeah, he's just a dope keyboard. He's a pianist, I believe, but obviously dope composer and arranger.
Period.
I like to make all of those scores and stuff.
It's amazing. That is my go-to. Period. What's your number one?
My number one, Winter Wonderland by Ray Charles. Those who know me know how much I love anything jazz related. I work it into almost everything that I do, almost. So whether it's jazz inspired into hip hop or just straight jazz, there's something about it that's it's different. I love anything that's different. Ray Charles is one of the smoothest cats that ever sat down and played a six two keys, I think. Yeah. One of the baddest cats that ever slapped them 82s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I heard that song for the first time. I didn't realize it was him. I heard it for the first time when I was watching Elf.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, why am I grooving so hard right now? And it was at the end, I think. Why am oh, that's why. Duh. Ray Charles naturally has a raspy voice that I love. I keep saying Ray Charles naturally has a raspy voice that I love. Again, super smooth, super soulful. You hear the sleigh bells at the beginning. It's like it's here, and then all of a sudden he switches, but it's still here. And then it goes in, and then you just ride it.
Yeah.
You just ride it the whole time. That by far is definitely up there as my number one. I could listen to that any time of the day, daytime, nighttime, hot, cold. I even wrote a play to that song.
Nice.
Like it's in there. I didn't write it to the song.
Mm.
It's thrown in. But I love that song.
That is a good song too. That them old souls, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
So guys, comment in the comments what your favorite Christmas songs are, and even let us know how much you rock with the songs that are on each of our lists. You know, I wish I could play snippets of these songs, but you know, copyright infringement, and you know how YouTube be, they flag everything. They flag everything. So with that, before we close, Aaron, is there anything that you would like to say to the people? Where can the people find you? Do you have anything that you're working on that's coming up?
So so I am working behind the scenes on some music. I don't have anything for you guys yet for his dates, but you guys will know when that time does come. You guys can follow me on IG at y_u_sterin. Why you staring? Yeah, and I pray that everyone is having. I know everything is crazy, but I pray that despite the pandemic and everything, that you're still blessed and God got us. Period. And the holidays may not be the same as they usually are because we're not really supposed to be around our folks like that. But please wear a mask. Wear a mask. Practice social distancing.
Wear a mask. Just wear
a mask, yo. Like I really like.
Wear it. Like yo.
Wear a mask. Like I need y'all to wash your hands. Wear a mask. Practice social distancing. If I cannot.
I feel like that don't be wanting to wear a mask. Loki don't be wanting to use protection during sex either. Like y'all just don't care about your lives. Like y'all just care. It's preventative. It doesn't mean that it's going to work every time, but you rather be safe than sorry, right? Like why even run the risk? Like
exactly.
People say like, yo, I don't even care if she's on birth control. I'm wrapping up. Like I get it. Like you don't want to take no chances.
No chance. I cannot stress that enough. Like, geez, like this is a whole second wave, love. I need y'all to get it together. Okay?
It's just been waiting. I don't know. Like for them to call it a second wave, it was like, all right, this thing has been going since it was invented.
Hey. That's what I'm saying. Like March is right around the corner. We just look, wear a mask. All right, can't stress that enough. Yes, y'all be blessed. Just be blessed and wear a mask. In Jesus' name, thank you.
That. Thank you again for being here, Erin. Guys, if you like Erin, she's gonna be back. If you don't like Erin, she's gonna be back. Break it to you. So, thank you again, Erin, and thank you. Bye.
He sings a love song as we go along.